As above, so below. We're talking about Mars Synergy. I'm teaching every one of you guys that have been a part of our platform. Teaching every one of you guys that understand that we're here to teach knowledge, wisdom, understanding when it comes down to universal laws, because universal laws apply and are applicable to each and every one of you guys. If it's your first time in my life, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel the Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs. One of the reasons why I come on regardless is that I strive as a spiritual elder and leader to be transparent in some of the things that spiritual workers and spiritual leaders have to go through in order to deliver knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. First of all, I want to say salutations to my Madrina, to my Madrino, to my Oba, and to all of my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, Mystic, and Ajays. This is a very personal live. I've been doing magic since I was a child, 3 to 4 years of age. I'm 52 years of age, about to be 53 in December the 15th. These videos are more precious to me because these are the videos that I do in doing hardness as good soldier. These are the videos that I do to help other people see examples, whether you're in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Apollo. In order for our practices and our traditions to be excellent, we have to be an example of what to do in any given situation. I'm 52 years old, about to be 53, and I have COVID, and I've always lived a holistic life, and I have been utilizing many of the herbs and the remedies to get me through the situations. Um, One of the things I want to talk about today, I'm a Sagittarius. My moon is Aries, and my rising sign is Pisces. And what that should mean to people that watch me is that a Sagittarius is a truth seeker. These are the things that allow a Sagittarius to seek the truth no matter what the subject matter is. Thank you for joining us. These are the abilities that many of us get an opportunity to see transparency in various of traditions. Thank you for hitting that like button. I want to say hello to my air signs, my water signs, my earth signs, and my fire signs. When a man or woman believes in their tradition, they don't mind being transparent. Um, One of the things that I want to do is show people behind the scenes how to get things done. Now, yes, I may have COVID, but I've had the ability to get my next ceremony is in December. I've already got all of my materials for Oduduwa, this particular region. The reason why I'm bringing this up, there's old cliches and old stories that we have heard year after year, but we don't implement them. And one of the things that make this video so personal as a ATR practitioner is I don't believe in putting off today for tomorrow. A lot of people in the ATRs have a tendency to put on airs, fake book flogging. They're not showing their ups and downs. And so as a real conjurer, a necromancer, a root worker, a mystic, an adject, It is important that your students or people that are listening to your videos understand that every day is not going to be a Sunday. Every day is not going to be a sunshine. Magic still needs to perform. Every day is not going to be a stormy day. Every day is not, the wind is not going to go blow in your favor. But you still have to endure hardness as a good soldier. One of the things that I want to talk about tonight, which is very, very personal to me, is cleanliness is next to godliness. There's a lot of people that are out here that don't understand cleanliness. This is why your wash baths don't have the effectiveness of removing jinx, hex, curses. Getting ingredients and putting them into a liquid form does not mean it has the arche, the chi, and the prana. Whether you're a medicine man, a medicine woman, whether you are a tata, a mombo, a bokor, in order to remove any form of magic, any any frequency, vibration, you have to know how to be clean. I may be sick with COVID. Not maybe, I am. But I'm clean. I've had people that do not understand what cleanliness is. And I'm going to say some things tonight because I'm a Sagittarius, my moon is in Aries, and my rising in Pisces, that you may find offensive, but it's still factual and truthful. Those that don't understand cleanliness and how you clean yourself naturally and spiritually, they don't understand the power of making those actions. When Mars is in rulership, this means that you can be aggressive about removing sickness or harm from your life. Doesn't mean that it's out your system, but you can be put in a situation that you have a really good outcome. What I say to my tribe, say to my members of my church, and anybody that watches me, I want you to understand that I understand why you're offended with me. Do I care? No. The reason why I want to talk about this is some of you don't understand because you don't have a lot of knowledge. You think your ability to speak means that you're smart. I have asked this question over and over. If you don't know how anatomy works, how can you truly be a conjurer, a mystic, or agent? How can you be a true prayer warrior or a mambo or hugon when you don't understand biology? When you don't understand the body and its organisms and what you can utilize in order to cleanse your body naturally, so to speak, as well as spiritually. Those that understand biology knows that what I'm about to say is factually true. The mouth is has more bacteria than the anus. And a lot of you think because I have COVID, I'm contagious. I am better with my hygiene than most men and women that you have ever met. I utilize some of the best of products, astringents, to clean my body as well as my anus. And I'm going to say this, and I hope this goes viral. Your husband would be better off kissing my anus than kissing you in the mouth. You have more bacteria and fungi in your mouth than I have in my anus because I'm a really clean person. I don't worry about prostate cancer because I clean my body. A lot of y'all think that sickness is something that you overcome by talking about it and by praying about it. No, it's understand. What's up, my boy? It means that you understand biology. I use silver in my mouth. That's why even during COVID, I never had to deal with soreness of throat. because I'm very clean. I have some of the best products for my oral health. One of the ones that I use is this. These are the things when you're trying to grow and develop and you're trying to make moves. What's up, Chiranda? These are the things that you use. I have another thing that I use for my oral health. Is this for my teeth, remineralizing my teeth. While you worry about COVID and catching COVID, you got a better chance of catching COVID in your own house than you would around me, because I keep myself very clean. I spray, um, since I had COVID, I spray this in my face, up my nostrils. This is 500 ppb. If you know about silver, you know how effective this is. This is why I don't have the sinus issue that people normally have when it comes to COVID. This is why I can enjoy certain types of sex without damaging my body, because I'm clean. Cleanliness next to godliness. You can't be a godly man or woman if you're not clean. You set yourself up to allow certain curses, hexes, and jinx to affect your progress, your mental mind, because you're not clean. You think because you got soap and water, that means you are clean. That don't make you. I remember my mom was a Virgo. What's up, Ryan? My mom was a Virgo. And I was in the bathroom. And she used to yell behind the door, "Saw your ass." I was a young boy, and my mother told me to saw my ass. And what she meant by that, she told me, she didn't leave me to interpret. She said, "Open them cheeks and clean out your ass." A lot of y'all are contracting diseases because you don't clean your ass. I taught my sons how to clean themselves. A lot of y'all don't realize that you are really a nasty person. You don't have good oral health. You don't have good hygiene. And all you do is surface clean. And the reason why I said that my asshole is cleaner than your mouth, because we all know biologically that the mouth is the most filthiest part of the body. Some of you are worried about catching COVID, and you got so much gingivitis in your shit, so much tartar around your teeth, and all tartar is that bacteria and parasites are taking a shit in your mouth. You understand? The reason why you can't overcome your sickness because you're not cleaning. You're not cleaning. You're not deep cleaning. You think about praying over all that yuck. My mom calls it gunk. Wash your ass, boy. Get rid of all that gunk. Get rid of all that cat shit around your eye. See, I was raised up with people that taught me how to clean. That's why when I do conjure work, it's real easy to me. I'm very thorough. You need to be around somebody that is going to actually give you the real knowledge about cleanliness. And that allows your energy to stay clean. See, I tell people, you may be clean enough for you, but you're not clean enough for me. Let me tell you something, even for sexually, I never put the responsibility off on anybody to keep my body clean. This is why I tell you guys about myrrh I tell you guys about certain products that I use. I use clove powder to brush my teeth because when you're going through a sickness, the first thing you want to do is clean your mouth orally, and you want to clean your ass. I spray sometimes the silver inside my ears, up my nostrils, in my eyes, because I'm killing the bacteria. I'm killing the fungi. I'm also killing the parasites. How do you expect to not only get healed, but how do you expect to maintain your healing when you're not clean? People will rather spray perfume on their body or cologne than to actually wash their ass. You would rather cleaning your ass make it homophobic than to actually make sure that you don't have bacteria lingering in the cavities of your anus. A lot of y'all are losing y'all lifespan not because God don't want you to live longer. It's that you ain't clean. You're not clean as a woman, and you're not clean as a man. Your sexual orientation has nothing to do with this. I tell people that have sexual appetites to do certain things. If you really want to get healed, then you're going to master being clean. And in that, you will be next to godliness. The way that you have the ability to walk over trash and garbage, the way you have the ability to allow certain bacteria. I keep my house just as cold as the hospital because I'm smart. While you trying to save money on a light bill, bacteria function better in heat. Viruses function better in heat. If you want to slow down the process of a virus, then you need to bring the temperature down, Celsius, not Fahrenheit. All y'all supposed to be conjurers, mystics, and ajays, and mothers, and fathers, and tatas, and mumbos. But science is a very much part of conjure. I'm not worried about passing nothing. I can toss groceries right now, and I'm not going to pass nothing. Because all this shit, see that? All that's clean. All that's hydrated. I don't have a dry mouth. I make sure I have certain nutrients. I even use the Celtic salt to make sure I got certain minerals in my mouth. You have not learned, whether it is from home or by a specific conjurer or root worker, why cleanliness is not a Christian thing. This is why Esther prepared herself. And notice she was not only using soap, she was utilizing essential oils. Because oils pull out the dirt, the grime. Certain oils, essential oils, kill certain bacteria, like mint. How you clean when you don't even have these elements in your house? You don't have in your botanica. How you clean? You don't even understand the power of pine salt. You don't even know the planet that is ruled by. You don't understand the sap that comes from the palm tree. You don't know how to strip your body of any impurity. You don't know why we go to the beach, because you don't know the power of salt. While you sprinkling salt around your house, you need to take your ass out to the beach and get your fat ass, skinny ass, plump ass, uh, rhinoceros ass, and no booty ass in the water and let that salt water purify and cleanse your pores. Because if you understood biology, when you get a sickness or a wound in your body, getting into salt water cleanses and purifies. And salt absorbs the negativity. But you so goddamn nasty, you want to stand at the threshold of the beach and get your toes wet with your nasty ass. You need to take that gunging pussy and them rotten nuts and get in that water and allow that water, that salt water, to cleanse your skin. That's the only time that white people pussy and nuts don't stink, when they're in that salt water. But soon after. That's how you know how nasty somebody is. Because when you get in that salt water, it's going to go for that infection. That's why they tell you if you got an infection in your mouth, they'll gargle with salt water. If you want to remove soreness from the body, you utilize Epsom salt. I'm trying to figure out why you calling yourself smart. I had somebody that has been in the business not even 24 hours. Let me tell y'all something. Let me break down what's the gift of gap. That means you have the ability to communicate and talk. That don't make you smart. I have been under my co-worker, Eric, and also Miss Valerie. And she the one signed me up. She's the one that placed me up on Eric. And she's always had my password. You ain't even been in the business 24 hours. You ain't made no money. And you already done changed your password. If you want people to trust you, how I want Padrino Michael to trust me and I won't let him go into my book? I'm going to say that again. How do you build relationships showing a certain amount of distrust? How can Kanisha receive my help when she's exhibiting to me that she don't trust me? That means I'm going to be limited in what I tell her and share with her. You close doors before you even get started. A lot of y'all don't get it. It's not the enemy. It's how you do stuff. It's the lack of intelligence. How are you in a business for shorter of a period of time and you doing all the talking? I remember talking to Minister Mario. And I told him, I said, if you the student, why are you doing all talking? I know what you don't know. I know. Some of y'all so busy trying to have the last word and have something to say to try to sound smart to you stupid. It is not smart walking into something that you don't even know. You just stepped in 4 hours ago and now you're doing all the talking. You're making moves. You're trying to fix stuff that is not broken. Your idiocy. Explain to me, sir and ma'am, how smart. Who told you were smart? I've had many conversations with a lot of people. I don't walk away always from those conversations that's a smart person. When you're trying to cheat and con and slick people, that's not smart. That's why your name is not good. You can have great opportunity, but because you don't value your name and your word is not your bond, This is why no matter how God blesses you, you still end up with a short end of the stick. A lot of times it's what you do is what hinders you. If I want people to trust me with their information, I got to give them a certain amount of trust. I'm going to say that again. I can't help nobody on my platform. I can't. And you know what? Some of y'all got a nerve to be distrusting people, and you don't have a trustworthy character. You have the nerve to be questioning people that have a better reputation than you have. I just don't understand it. How do you come to the conclusion that you're smart? Because everybody that I talk to don't think you smart. If your pussy was so good, then you have certain caliber of men. If your dick was so good, you would have certain caliber. I got people wanting to have sex with me, and they know I got COVID. That's because the dick is good. See, you can't talk like that because you know the truth. But you'll say out in society that you got good dick and you got good pussy or you got good ass. How you smart? How you so smart and you can get what you need without lying, without conniving, without trickery, without deception? You're not smart. You slick. You're deceptive. But you're not smart. Because you're smart, you know that what you building your house up with, that type of energy, those chickens gonna come home to roost. I'm smart. I don't make enemies. You do. I don't burn bridges. You do. I don't make people feel that they ain't worth their hire. I don't make my Padrino over and nobody in these traditions feel that I'm trying to shortchange them. Because I don't want them to shortchange me. If you were smart, you were so abundantly and not sparingly. You can't be that smart. Of all the information, you still taking your good time. How that smart? If you don't believe in putting off of today for tomorrow, how is it smart not to apprehend? If you don't like what I'm talking about, get your monkey ass off of my live. And this is a monetized channel. So I'm going to make money no matter what the fuck you think about me. How about that? I'm smart. Your dumb ass is making me some money. Fuck you. That's not smart to come into my life. Because I don't care what you think about what I'm talking about. People pay to talk to me. People pay to fuck me. People pay to listen at me. What about you? I got a successful website. I'm a retired from UPS. And I'm still making money. I'm about to build my church. And I'm still making money. To be able to afford to build it. And not have to worry about some nigga or niggerette walking off and I'm worried about the payments. I'm smart. I'm smart enough to set this live up that I get paid no matter who come in. Whether they watch it today or tomorrow. What are you doing in your life that you can get a residual income with your dumb ass? I got signs, wonders, and miracles following me. It's always an uneducated bitch walking in, and normally men, because I ain't got my crown on, I ain't got my hats on, I ain't got my leg case on, and you think I'm just a fuck boy like you. And I don't. God is a title, divine, feminine, masculine, and organ energy. When you have your shit together, you can pop your shit. You don't have to beg people to align with your personality. Either they want it or they don't. Either they want what God has given you or they don't. My gift make room for me and bring me before great and mighty men. What about you? Do y'all see what being ignorant does for you? Some of y'all talk about racism and you support it. Some of y'all talk about patriarch and you support it. Because you're dumb. You don't know. Do you not know that there are people voting against their own interests because they're not smart? They didn't know the ACA was the same thing as Obamacare. If you're going to make a lifetime decision and take an action, you should know the pros and cons. You should sit down first and count up the cost before you take action. You should ask questions. How you going to constitute being smart and you're not asking the proper questions? Why are you talking about subject matter that you don't know of? You're louder than the teacher. Being able to understand what cleanses you, whether you're an air sign, water sign, fire sign, or earth sign, it's important. Whether you're using camphor, alum, whether you're using hyssop, or not alum. My mom used it a lot. I'm trying to think of y'all. It's been a long day. I have it right in front of my house. Not alum. Aloe. Aloe is a powerful cleanser. Just like the vegetable I just had some okra. Things of a slimy nature help you to shield yourself and to make it hard for people to throw work at you because of the slime. It's just like taking in slippery elm or a marshmallow root. It makes it very difficult for viruses and bacteria to stick to your organs. See, this is shit you need to know in order to be clean, inside and outside. And therefore you can protect yourself properly and keep your temple where your godliness can manifest for you. A lot of the blockages that you have is because you're not clean and you're not cleaning properly. And especially men, whether they're gay, straight, or bi, most men are not clean. That's why they always having certain bacteria. Sickness does not mean you're not clean, because anybody can get sick. But cleanliness allows things to be pushed out of your system relatively quickly. And you don't suffer the damage of those bacteria or those viruses. That's why I talk like I talk. Because if you were really smart, you'll listen to me. If you're really smart, as a man, you'll clean out your asshole. While you worried about being called gay, bitch, you can die. Those hemorrhoids, all these things that men are going through, enlarged prostate, because you're not giving your body the proper cleanliness. And let me tell y'all something, if all you bottoms out there, washing your ass out with water is not. When you're cleaning your body out with water, you're cleaning out your good bacteria and your bad bacteria. That's not smart. You always have to mineralize your body. Because when you wash your body out like that, then you don't have anything inside your body in that particular cavity to protect your insides. Now your inside walls are dry. Easier for your tissue to be damaged. It don't matter if he got a long dick or not. I'm not even a bottom. But I study biology. I don't even have a pussy, but I study biology. How you clean? How, sir, how, ma'am, are you clean? Because you call clean spraying fabuloso in your house. You can have critters in your house and still be clean. Because they can thrive in your house. When a bacteria, a virus, can thrive in your house and in your body, you're not clean. I'm going to say this again. When bugs, insects can thrive in your environment, you're not clean. When a virus can thrive and get stronger in your body, it's because you're not clean. You have to clean out your insides. You have to clean out your guts. You have to clean out that old semen that is still lodged in your body, men and women. If you're a calm drinker, you got to clean your system, because that DNA, and that goes straight to your brain, male or female. Acai detoxes the brain. I know, I'm smart. Acai will hinder you from having Alzheimer's. Taking copper supplements and wearing copper will allow your neutrons to fire effectively in your brain, no matter how old you are. But if you're smart, you will know that. Your brain, this right here, is made of two elements. Carbon, which is melon, and copper. And the reason why we use silver, because silver destroys bacteria. Those silver particles, they will destroy any type of bacteria in your body. Copper does the same thing. So whether you wear it on your body, because your body is a living organism. And so whatever copper that you're deficient in, it would absorb it from your bracelets, your necklaces. See there I am? I wear this because I'm smart. I got copper around my feet. Copper allows you to ground spiritual energy. I got my patch right here. I got my patch right here. I got my patch behind my right here on my neck, because COVID is a airborne virus, and it also attacks your upper respiratory and sinus and your brain. If you are so smart, you will build your immune system with the things I've already shared. If your cabinet does not have the things that I'm sharing, then you're not a smart man or woman. I don't give a fuck what's on your wall. I have sat in classes with certain teachers with certain degrees, and they breaths stink like a motherfucker. I couldn't even get help for my math problem because your breath is kicking like a motherfucker. Karate. I feel like Bruce Lee is fucking me up. She's talking about, did you hear me? No, I'm confused with the fume coming out your goddamn grill. I can't get it together. Some kids can't learn because your mouth too goddamn stink. And women should have zinc in their diet, just like men. Women should have 30 milligrams and men should have 50 milligrams daily because your body doesn't generate zinc. And zinc is a negative charge. And that's why zinc allows you to remove sickness from your body. Because anything that you have positive, whether you're HIV positive or you are being positive for certain viruses, it don't matter. Though zinc will get that shit out your system. But you would know that if you were smart. You go to the hospital with all these people with degrees and all they doing is fucking you over and making money off you because you're not smart. How do you got all these patients and all these facilities and nobody got testimonies? When I came to Apostle Ely, I've been having testimonies after testimonies after testimonies. Who really smart? Who really knows how to clean the body? Especially melanated people. You're not even smart enough to take my heat for Dr. Sebi and his son. Because you believe in medicine. Because you ain't smart. I was just talking to Sister Truronda about vaccines. White people, Caucasian people, believe that they have to infect you with the sickness in order for your body to create the immune system and the antibodies in order to get immune to it. How about you don't put that shit in my system, number one. Number two, I can boost my immune system so I don't get that shit. To all of y'all, men and women that like to have anal sex, let me school you.